What's going on, everyone? It's your boy, Dead on Dave. Welcome back to the channel. I can't sleep. I'm in a lot of pain. I've been up most of the night. I can't lay back down. I'm in agony. So what better way to kick off the morning than to watch King of the Ring, since I didn't get to watch it live. Didn't get to join Joe Cronin over on the Joe Cronin Show for his review, unfortunately, because I was asleep middle of the night here in Germany. When that was on, and I was in a restless, I should say, night of sleep. However, now that I am once again awake and still in agony, it's a great idea to go ahead and start the 2015 King of the Ring review. And as you know, on my reviews here, I don't watch them prior. I do them live right here for you guys. So let's get into King of the Ring, and I will give you my live, unscripted, and in most cases unthought out opinions on what I have seen. Let's get into it. King of the Ring 2015. Go Adrian Neville. Here we go. First 5 minutes of the event is just Jerry Lawler coming out and giving a really nice introduction to the King of the Ring, kind of putting in perspective, returning some historical status to this tournament. I like the fact that the entire thing is not on Raw. I like the fact that it is its own separate event on the WWE Network. This is the kind of special things that the network can do, and I think it's used properly in this, and I think the WWE did a really smart thing in giving it its own platform. So I enjoyed the first moment of Lawler walking out and kind of putting the not only the network over, but this event. I think that's very important. It's a smart thing for WWE to do. After that, they show a video package, a very well done video package, like most of WWE's are, about the journey for all four of the competitors tonight in the King of the Ring tournament. Of course, I'm talking about Neville, R-Truth, Bad News Barrett, and Sheamus. All four of those guys. So, and it was a cool little thing. Shows where they're getting from, where they came from, and how they got to this point. So, not a bad opening. You just feel like this is more than just a Raw or like a main event. This just feels bigger than that. It's a mini pay-per-view. It's a special. I like that. It's a cool feeling. So let's see where it goes. 7 minutes in, we just got ourselves a Sheamus promo with Byron Saxton, who once again, I will say, is fantastic in backstage interviews, but horrible at the announcer booth. Just want to put that out there. But we get a Sheamus promo, and he's talking about how he can become a two-time King of the Ring winner. I don't think people really remember the fact that he won in 2010, so it's important to keep that in perspective as well, because he does have some history on his side. And really, he's been the king for the last 5 years. He's been reigning for 5 years, if you want to get technical. Of course, he goes and runs down the English elf, Adrian Neville, which is fine. That's what he's supposed to do. But he's still doing this stupid kiss me arse gimmick. He's still talking about how he's going to make everyone line up and kiss me arse. I hate it. It was stupid. The match didn't work very well because, for one, the stipulation wasn't followed. So it's just kind of dumb. And I hope they do not continue to do this kiss me arse thing as far as having subsequent matches and stuff. Let's not do that, okay? So Sheamus states his case why he will win. And I got to admit, he's got me intrigued. I like what Sheamus is doing. I enjoy this evolution of his character. He really needed a change, and I feel this has been a good one for him. So what do you think? Is Sheamus going to take the entire event? Or as I predict, will he not be able to get past Neville due to interference by Dolph Ziggler, which is what I'm expecting this match to go. But it would be cool if Neville goes over clean. Let's find out what happens. 7 minutes, 51 seconds in, Neville gets his promo with an equally impressive Renee Young. And he, although I couldn't understand him because he doesn't speak English. I don't know what friggin' language he speaks. No, I'm kidding. I actually was able to understand him quite well tonight. Usually that Geordie, that Geordie type of English that he speaks. You can't really understand those Newcastle guys. But he was pretty clear tonight, and his promo was pretty good. It was succinct. It was very well composed, short, perfect. It really did the point. I'm excited. If he doesn't win, I hope that he at least has a really, really good showing. Because maybe he shouldn't win. Maybe because he is so new onto the scene, maybe he shouldn't win. I'm not one of those guys who believes that normally. But you don't want to push someone too far too fast. At the same time, I think it's important. It's imperative for him to look unbelievably strong because he is so hot. One thing I don't get, what is this new sensation crap? I'm tired of this. Stop calling it. You can't have 2 or 3 nicknames. You can't have the, not in a row at least. You can't say it at the same time. The man that gravity forgot. The new sensation. No, you don't need to do that. What is this, 1940s radio? New sensation. We got the news, the walking, talking movies. Yeah, what are you fixing to do, Bob? Oh, come on. We don't need all that. We don't need all that. This guy speaks for himself in the ring. Don't let him do it on the mic, because he's from Newcastle. Yeah. All right. I believe we're going to get the first match. Sheamus versus Neville. Let's check it out. 19 minutes in, end of the first match, Sheamus and Neville. Okay, the match was really good. It was solid, and both getting in a lot of offense. Sheamus was able to control most of the match, and then Neville coming back later off of the distraction by Dolph Ziggler. Kind of exactly how we thought this was going to go. Dolph Ziggler furthering the story by causing him to lose, which I thought was really cool. But not in a cheap way. No, just caused a quick distraction, and Neville was able to capitalize, hit the red arrow, and get the victory. Looked strong doing it. Sheamus looked strong, but here's the most important thing. Well, the match was cool, and Neville goes on to the finals, is exactly where he needed to be. That's all great. However, the best thing to come out of this match was the rivalry between Sheamus and Ziggler. While it was personal before, it didn't connect. Now it did. Ziggler saying that I'm here to collect on my stipulation from Extreme Rules was a brilliant move by WWE. This was a brilliant booking move because now it seems real. He's going to go collect and get what's his, and that is that he's not going to be embarrassed by Sheamus. Sheamus made him kiss his ass even though Sheamus lost the match. Ziggler is not going to stand for that, and I think that is just an incredible way to continue to further the storyline. Then you have him attack the ring the way that he did and go after Sheamus. Sheamus then coming back after going on retreat, coming in and then getting busted open. I know it's accidental, but perfect timing. Perfect timing because it looked wonderful. It looked real personal. Those two really did beat the crap out of each other. It looked like, and Sheamus getting busted open really helped sell that. Now, their match at Payback has a little extra juice. It has a little extra feeling to it. And it matters a little bit more. This rivalry just got important. And whoever comes out on top of it is really going to look the stronger because of it. I really am happy with the way that they booked this match and the ending of it and involving Dolph Ziggler. They could have done it a real cheap way, a real generic way, and it wouldn't have mattered. But instead, they went a little bit more aggressive. Had the brawl get separated, which is fine. But the accident, they were very lucky that there was accidental blood here because I think it really helped further the narrative. There are times when blood is a really good helping hand to a story. I feel this was one of them. I'm not a guy who's like, I want blood all the time or anything like that. This is one of the times where I really do feel that blood added something to the segment. And mainly because it looked so damn natural. So, not bad. Really good opening match. Neville advances, and so does this storyline between Sheamus and the show-off Dolph Ziggler. Let's see what's next on King of the Ring 2015. 22 and a half minutes in, Bad News Barrett has his promo. God, he gives us a reminder of why WWE has been so high on him in the past. He is so good in everything he does. His promo work is top friggin' notch. It really is good. It's main event caliber. And the good thing is, his physique is main event caliber. His look is main event caliber. His ring work is main event caliber. This guy is main event caliber. If he wins tonight, I'm completely 100% fine with that. I'd like to see it be Neville, but he may not be ready. And that's fine. You might not want to push him too far too fast. Barrett's been around for a long time. If he wins this, it's a good move by WWE because he really does seem to be garnering a lot of respect with the crowd, even as a heel. And just the way he phrases things, the way he says things, the way he talks about R-Truth being a has-been and making Neville the guy that nobody remembers. Just brilliant. Really, really smart. And I just really enjoyed the promo. So let's see what's next. I'm assuming we're going to get an R-Truth promo, and that should be hilarious. Let's find out. And 24 and some change, and yep. Yep. R-Truth predictably does go on an insane tirade once again about spiders, and it's funny. It is funny, but it's a little silly. It really is kind of indicative of where R-Truth is in the company, and I did like the line, Barrett's not invited to Castle unless he has spider killing experience. Does he have spider killing experience? I kind of like that. God, this guy has been around for so long and he's done so many things. You kind of want more out of him. I don't know. He is 46, so I mean the odds are slim to none he's going to win this thing. But I don't know. I'm so torn on R-Truth because while I think he's good, I think he's very funny, I don't think he connects constantly. Yes, people always go back to that feud with John Cena when he lost his mind, and it was some of the greatest heel work of all time. It was good. It wasn't some of the greatest heel work of all time. That's an overblown statement. It was very good, though. It was very good. Did it warrant him a championship run? I don't know. It seems like his entire WWE run, he has been quite limited. At least maybe WWE's put these limitations on him. He doesn't have long, drawn-out matches where he really shows all of his athleticism and all that. He just hasn't. Whether or not he's still capable, that's a completely different question. But even for as long as he's been in WWE, it's been on the tail end of his career. He's been in his late 30s and now into his 40s the entire time. It's kind of unfortunate because he has, I'm not counting the K-Quick days, by the way, but the guy has so much talent. It's just unfortunate of where he is within the company. But I think he's at peace with it. He gets a check. He gets to act nutty. He gets to act silly. He gets to entertain. He seems to be happy with his role. Because you got to figure if he wasn't, he would have left long ago. The guy does continue to sign contract after contract. And the WWE will keep having him around. Because he's valuable. He is a valuable commodity. Because he's insane. And he's hilarious. I don't know. So I've always been very torn on him. Because it's a tough one. It's a tough one. As good as he is, how good is he really? And that's what it comes down to. But anyway, let's get to the match. Him, Bad News Barrett, right now. Let's see what happens in this semifinal King of the Ring match. 32 minutes in, and the end of the Bad News Barrett R-Truth match has come. Decent match, short, not very long. They did what they had to do. Bad News Barrett getting the win with a thumb to the eye and then follow that up with a bull hammer. This is exactly how I kind of thought it was going to go. Part of me wanted the dark horse to win here, and that being R-Truth. But in this situation, you see exactly what they do think of R-Truth. That they gave him a little bit of offense, not much. They gave him a little bit of time, but again, not much. This is just kind of he's a filler. I don't understand why even having him beat Cody Rhodes, Stardust, was necessary at this point. Why have him do it if he's just gonna have an uninspired match with Bad News Barrett? And that's kind of what we got here. It wasn't a very captivating match, and it really could have been because they both can go. But regardless, that's just me nitpicking. I'm more excited about the finals. I want to see Neville and Barrett, and the good thing is there is plenty of time for this match. They should get a nice, lengthy, epic confrontation, and I am looking forward to it. It's got to be a really good match, so let's check this out. Now, the finals of the 2015 King of the Ring. Let's go. 35 minutes in, and the WWE does a very classy thing and gives a very nice promo to the life of Vern Gagne. Really, really nicely done. I think it's appropriate too because it's the King of the Ring, and we are talking about a king in this industry. And I talked about him at length yesterday during my impromptu live show that I did. But you can't say enough about wrestling's Gordie Howe. He's our Gordie Howe. He is Mr. Wrestling in so many ways. He had an absolutely incredible life, and WWE did a really nice job of paying tribute to that. So that was a really special moment, I think, and it kind of just adds to the night that is King of the Ring. So I just want to make quick reference to that. On to the main event. Let's see what happens here between Neville and Barrett. I have a feeling Barrett's going to take this thing. As much as I want Neville to win it, I'm starting to get the inkling that this might be Bad News Barrett's night. 37 minutes in, we get a Dolph Ziggler promo and a Dolph Ziggler botch. I don't know if people might not even caught this one, but he was talking about how he was apologizing to Dean Ambrose for costing him his chance at King of the Ring and all of that. And then he said, you need to worry about, he was talking to Sheamus at this point, you need to worry about what I'm going to do to you next time we get into the ring. You don't have to worry about me making you kiss my ass, my arse. And he seemed to get confused for a second and kind of lost, didn't know how to finish the sentence. He says, you have to worry about me kicking it. Which is what he effectively just said is you have to worry about Ziggler kicking his own ass. Well done. Well done, Dolphy boy. I think that bleach kind of soaks through the roots sometimes because, man, it's not a big botch, but it is just kind of stupid. I'm going to kick my own ass. That's right. Dolphy. It's a good thing for you, you're pretty. All right, let's see. I think now it should be main event time. I've been wrong 3 times already, but let's find out. Wrong as far as when the main event's coming. Come on, main event. No, actually, I'm not minding any of the side stuff. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a really fun event. Mini pay-per-view, as I would like to refer to it. It's been cool. Let's see how it ends. Really, really solid ending to this pay-per-view. Neville and Barrett have a very good match, albeit not very long, but it didn't need to be. It was hard-hitting. It was high-octane. Great match. A lot of offense. Barrett was able to neutralize Neville for most of the match by taking away his wind, which was kind of cool. But Neville did not give up. Not for 1 second. He kept going hard. And, the kid does everything well. Everything that Neville does, he excels at. And he sells well. He works well. He sold that bullhammer. I'm wondering if he really got hurt from it because he went stiff. He went all stiff. And that looked good. It looked really good. Barrett, very deserving. Take nothing away from what Neville was able to accomplish and what he's been able to do in a very short amount of time within WWE. It's very impressive. Very impressive and awe-inspiring in a lot of ways. He's still so new, and he's got a lot of time to build into this star that everybody seems to want to get behind him to be. At the same time, Barrett is very deserving. His list of accolades within WWE are growing constantly. This is that final step. He's a 5-time Intercontinental Champion, but this is that final little push, if you would, to that next level. To get him into the main event. Now, because the question is now, really, where do you go from here? Where do you go from here? And the only place, logically, is the main event. So as much as I'd like to see Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins as the next feud after this, I don't know if Roman Reigns is going to be in this friggin' rivalry for a long time with Seth Rollins, or if this is just going to be a one-off for Payback. I mean, getting his payback for WrestleMania, I have no idea. But after Orton and Reigns are out of the title picture, which I'm hoping will be after Payback, Barrett will be the next man in. And that could be very interesting. Maybe even a situation where the Authority continues to implode and the Authority looks to retool. And what better way than to retool than with guys like Sheamus and now the new King of the Ring in the WWE, Bad News Barrett. And that way, it's a way to get Seth Rollins out of the Authority, which I think is important. Get him out of this bitch role that he's in, because I hate him being a bitch. I can't stand it. Especially, this is the guy who stood up to to Brock Lesnar. You know, he stood up to him, and yet he acts like a bitch all the time now, and it drives me crazy. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see that out of him. We want to see him excel in matches and be kind of a stand-up guy, because we know how good he is. If we didn't know how good he was, then okay, he can get away with being a weaselly little bitch, like The Miz did when he was champ. You know, nobody was really sold on how good The Miz was, so it was okay with him being a weasel. But in this case, we know how good Seth is, and we want to focus on that. We want to see him excel because we know he's capable. So I guess that's where the drop-off is. Point being, Bad News Barrett obviously needs to be catapulted to the next level, and I think that's what the WWE has effectively done with this victory. And I am excited about it. Once again, a little bummed Neville did not get the victory, but he didn't really need the win in this early. I felt they could have went either way, and it would have been equally successful. If Neville won, then you get a guy who is hotter than hot right now, and you just capitalize on that. But it's okay, because you're doing the exact same thing with Barrett, who's also very hot, but in a different way. So very cool, great event. I'm so excited about the possibility of other events similar to the King of the Ring that can go live on the network for this extra content and the supplemental content on the network that just feels like very special events. And that's what the King of the Ring felt like for me. I thought it was very well done for a 3-match thing. I'd like to see a longer tournament next time. Why not do the entire thing on one night? Now that you have a proof of concept, that people are willing to check out the King of the Ring and all that, now proof of concept for next year, go full out. Give it 2 hours and just do the whole thing. Do all the matches in one night. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I think WWE Universe will quite enjoy that. I think that's going to do it for me, though. I think I'm about out of here. A couple of quick news and notes before I jet. How about Jeff Hardy? Jeff Hardy breaking his leg in a motorcycle accident. One of those BMX bikes, dirt bikes, basically. A big, giant dirt bike. Breaks his leg. He's one half of the tag team champions. Not cool. It sucks. And at his age, this might be it. Depending on how bad the break is, Jeff Hardy may never be the same again. This is really bad for TNA in a lot of ways. You can't lose a star of Hardy's caliber, so it really sucks for him. And I wish him nothing but the best. I really do hope that he is able to get well soon. We'll see what happens with him down the road. But I am worried that this could be it. Because of his age, because of the type of injury and the type of performer that he is, it's a hard one to come back from. It's a really, really hard one to come back from. I think that's all the big news there. That's the biggest news of the day outside of the King of the Ring is Jeff Hardy breaking his leg. If you guys have any other news and notes that you want to see referenced right here on Dead on Dave Productions, go ahead and put it in the comment section below, and I will make sure I get to it. Also, if you want to contribute in any way to the channel, let me know, and we will see if we can make that happen. Other than that, we will see a little bit later on in the day, possibly another video, maybe. But make sure you check out everything that's going on in the channel and on the community. with Tommy C over at Shot from the Point. Him and I had a great episode of In the Crease with Tommy C last night. Talked a lot of hockey. Then we did a bonus thing where we got in contact with Tommy NC 2010, and hilarity ensued. Also check out my boy, my good friend, my buddy, and my co-host on the Joe Cronin Show, Raw Review and Pay-Per-View Reviews, and State of the WWE over on the Joe Cronin Show. Of course, the one, the only Joe Cronin, who is shooting up the charts on Tough Enough. His Tough Enough video is on the main page. It's doing great things. He's got a chance to get picked by Tough Enough, and let me tell you, if he does, this could be game-changing for not only Joe Cronin, but for the WWE. We'll see what he does, and I would love to see him. Good luck to him. Make sure you support Joe Cronin, Dan Cronin, as he's going. If you want to find the video on Tough Enough, he goes under Dan Cronin, which is his real name. So make sure you check that out. Very cool stuff. Unique video. I think that's why it's shooting up. It's different from other people's. You know, even the guys who are just talkers like he's doing, he's not really focusing on the physical. He's focusing on the mental game, the talking. And I think that's why people are connecting to it, because it is different. It's very well done. And I have a feeling he might get a call here. We'll see what happens. Make sure you check out his review of King of the Ring, which I was not able to make it because, you know, Germany, man. What are you going to do? Time zones suck. And But other than that, that's all I've got. Thank you guys very much for joining me right here on Dead on Dave Productions once again. Like, subscribe, and share as always, and we will see you next time right here. Dead on Dave Productions, Daily Focus, King of the Ring, craziness, wrestling reviews. Oh, we do it all. Sports, baseball, football coming soon. More and more and more. And remember, kids, if you're not talented, have talented friends. I'm out. Peace.